Hi, it's Becca, and today I'm going to show you how to make another Valentine's Day card. This card that I'm going to be making, this measure is 5 by 4, and so the first photo mat I'm going to use is 4 7/8 by 3 7/8, and then the one that I'm going to be putting on top, it's this cute, it's got all these cute little designs, is 4 3/4 by 5 3/4. So I'm going to adhere that on to that one right there. So I'm just going to use my Scotch ATG gun to do that. So there we go. Now I have a whole bunch of different embellishments that I'm going to be using. I got this little heart. It's like a heart with a little lock on it. And I got this from the Sweethearts cartridge. And then I've got, to stamp my sentiment, I used just the stockpile shapes in the Imagine. So I did one with no color and then I did one in brown. So that's what I'll be using. So I'm just going to adhere this on and then I'll stamp my sentiment. And so this I did at 2 inches, and then I just did this one an 1/8 smaller. So I'm going to stamp my sentiment with black Memento Tuxedo black ink, and I'm going to do, it says, "You hold the key to my heart," and then just press down. And that turned out really cute. So that says, "You hold the key to my heart." And then I have a heart here. And I'm going to actually be putting that on with brads. But before I do that, I want to add some ribbon. And so I just got this ribbon from Walmart. And so I'm just going to take it, cut it, and then I'll just grab my tape. Put it on both fingers and figure out where I'd like it, and then I'll just flip it over and I'll just tape it like so. So I have that, and then I'll tie this in a little knot, and I just do knots because they're simpler. You can do a bow too, it's totally up to you. And I'll just tie that. And then I just take this, flip it over, open it up, grab my ATG gun. So there's my bow. And now I'm going to take this and I'm going to be putting it on here. And I'm just taking my punch, and I got this from Walmart. And so I'm just going to put 2 punches in it, and then that's where my brads will go. So I'm just lining it up. And then put it in and flip it over and just do that. So I have that in. The next thing I want to do is put in another brad. But before I put this brad in, what I want to do is I want to put my heart here. And I'm going to put that on Pop Dot. Pull that off. And so I'll put that right there, sitting on Pop Dots. And now that I have that, I want to put this brad in almost like it's holding it. So I'll just poke that through here. And then I'll stick it in. So there is the front of my card, and now I'll just adhere that on to my card. And actually I think I'm going to add stickles to that, but I'll just adhere it first and then I'll put stickles on. So I'll just use my there. So I've adhered that on, and now I'm just going to add some stickles to that. So I'm starting with the photo mat for the inside of the card. This measures 3 3/4 by 4 3/4. And I'm just going to cut a couple of the strips on here out and use that for my inside. And then I'm just going to use my Memento ink and stamp right on top of there. Another stamp that I got, and I got all these stamps from Michael's. I'm just going to stamp, it says, I love you, so I'll just stamp that on, and there you go. So I'll just adhere that into the inside of the card. And there you go. So I'll let the stickles dry and then I'll show you what that looks like. So here is my finished Valentine's Day card. I hope you enjoyed this. Thanks for watching.